Exposed how bribes paid by foreign contractors for foreign Nigeria oil were used to fund Buhari's 2019 elections. Some bribes paid to secure oil contracts from the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC) were pocketed by political cronies to fund the 2019 election under the Muhammadu Buhari regime, according to Bloomberg. In a report, the news medium highlighted how foreign contractors paid their way through to secure contracts. One Jonathan Zaremambok, an ex-British Petroleum plc oil trader, was quoted to have said the European country paid $900,000 in fees to a Nigerian agent after securing 2 oil cargoes from NNPC. According to Bloomberg, the bribes paid to win oil contracts were used to fund the 2019 general elections. Names of political parties or politicians were not mentioned yet in the report. The 2019 election were dominated by the All Progressive Congress (APC) and the People's Democratic Party (PDP). President Buhari of the APC had defeated former Vice President Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party in the election. One of the issues that dodged the election was vote buying. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) had failed in its bid to check the trend of cash for votes. The illegality of pumping bribes from oil contracts into election did not just happen in 2019, according to the report. It was reported that a former Glencore plc employee in July admitted paying a middleman $300,000 to secure a crude shipment from the NNPC, understanding the money would be spent on the nationwide elections 4 years earlier. In 2015, ex-President Goodluck Jonathan lost to Buhari, who made history as the first opposition candidate to defeat an incumbent president in Nigeria. Zaremambok, in lawsuit filed in London and New York, alleged that cargo allocations by the NNPC would have contributed to preparations for general elections in 2019. Zaremambok, who left BP's West African desk last year, said in the suits he suspected that fees paid by the UK energy giant to obtain NNPC contracts would go towards the elections. He filed an employment claim against BP, alleging that he was fired for raising concerns about the large sum being transferred to intermediaries to win businesses in Nigeria. Zaremambok said in a witness statement made public this month that emails sent in 2017 by a BP executive in Nigeria were a clear red flag and implied there would be pressure to pay bribes. The emails discussed how preparations for elections would get underway in 2018. We understand what that means, the executive wrote. The company then wired $900,000 in fees to a local agent after securing 2 oil cargoes from NNPC, he said. BP is defending in full and denies all allegations made by the claimants, the company said in a statement. It declined further comment while Zarembok's case at a London employment tribunal continues. It was also reported that similar details emerged 2 months ago when Anthony Stimler, who left Glencore in 2019, pleaded guilty to corruption and money laundering charges. Stimler was notified in September 2014 that foreign official was asking all NNPC clients to pay an advance on each cargo in connection with a then upcoming political election, according to U.S. court filings. He then had Glencore wire $300,000 to an intermediary company, which prosecutors said was used to pay bribes to Nigerian officials. U.S. prosecutors outlined how Stimler and others paid bribes worth millions of dollars in several countries, including to NNPC officials between 2007 and 2018. A Glencore spokesman didn't respond to a request for comment. The conduct described in the plea is unacceptable and has no place in Glencore, the company said in a statement on July 26. Gabardine Mohammed, NNPC Group General Manager, Public Affairs, however, denied the allegations. There's a saying that there's nothing hidden under the sun that will not be revealed. It might take time, but it will eventually come out. All of these were things that transpired just before the 2019 general election, and they are all coming out now. How bribes were paid by foreign contractors for Nigerian oil, and they were used to fund Buhari's election in 2019. We know that something happened, that Buhari did not just win the election like that. The two elections so far, the 2015 one and even the 2019 one, making it history. The first time an opposition party will unseat an incumbent president. It's not like the president was not performing. It's not like the whole country unanimously rejected him. That wasn't the case. Obviously, that wasn't the case, but we know very well that some things went on. Up to now, even Atahiru Jega, the former INEC chairman, he's still being dragged for the role he played. Of recent, he's been coming out to speak to Nigerians that don't vote for APC, don't vote for PDP. They are all this, they are all that. Nigerians reminded him of the role he played in putting Buhari in power, of removing Goodluck Jonathan. The role he played, very, very terrible. Well, the details are beginning to emerge right now, and it's only time, but everything will unveil fully. In this report, the news media, it highlighted how foreign contractors paid their way through to secure contracts. So it was all about securing contracts with NNPC, all about being able to pay for Nigerians' oil. Nigeria had sweet oil, but right now, where is even the sweet oil? They paid their way through, and during that time, it was election. It was an opportunity to use those cash to rig the election, bribe their way through the two elections. That is the 2015 one and the 2019 one. Well, the case is still ongoing. No names were mentioned particularly, but the election was talked about, was the 2019 election in Nigeria, and that was the general election. And who won that election? President Muhammadu Buhari. All of the details will come out definitely, but this is just the early stage. This report is just coming out on how bribes were paid, and the details were given, the amount they paid, what it went for, who the money went to. It was reported that a former Glencoe PLC employee in July admitted paying a middleman $300,000 to secure crude shipment dollars to secure crude shipment from NNPC, understanding that the money will be spent on the nationwide election. Well, guys, let's hear your own take. Thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe till I come your way again with more updates. Bye.